Jared and Lindsay here heading into Universal Studios bright and early on a Saturday morning. Today, we are going to try and see if we can ride every single ride, except for two, because I'm not riding the two water rides over in Island of Adventure. But a couple months ago when I was at Horror Nights, I went many nights, but I didn't really try to go through all the haunts until the very last night. And it got me thinking, like, man, if you just had one day at the park, how many rides can you get through? So I said, hey, you know what? Why don't we come back and do it? We're going to be doing both parks. We're going to see if we can get them all done at Universal and Island of Adventure. The way we're going to do it is we're just going to do either the regular line or single rider line. We're not going to utilize Express Pass, and we're not going to even actually utilize our early entry from Annual Pass. Or I guess if you had early, I think you get early entry if you're staying on resort. So we're not going to do that either. We're going to just do, hey, on a normal day, which is a Saturday in January, which I don't think will be too busy, can you get through everything? So let's find out. We may fail. We may fail miserably. But you never know. Oh, we're also filming like a companion video where we're eating 3 times inside Universal Studios. So that's another thing we're going to see if we can get done. All the rides and 3 meals. So far early this morning, there's not that many people, but I wouldn't really expect there to be too many. I think we're going to head back to Diagon Alley first and try to get Gringotts done first. Well, it's 9:30 and we're ready to kick off the challenge. Kind of wanted to wait to about a reasonable time when most people would be getting here outside of early access, so we were kind of tooling around. We're going to start off with Gringotts. Yeah, so we got to go get a locker, but for this one we're going to do single rider. First ride done. 30-minute wait for Gringotts, but it was a 0 wait for us because we did single rider. I mean, seriously, we walked right up the stairs right on. 0 wait. I do want to say one thing though. The locker area for Gringotts is the absolute worst in the park, I feel. Like, it's just so congested, and they tell you to only send one person in, but people don't listen, which that's not a big deal. The big deal is I think they designed it a little poorly. Next ride, I think we're going to go over to Island of Adventure and knock stuff out. Diagon Alley was starting to fill up. We did Gringotts, and sometimes this train ride can be brutal, but it says 15 minutes, but it's walk-on at the moment. So we're going to take this and get over to the other park and start knocking rides out. Be advised though, in order to ride the train, you do have to have a park-to-park ticket, because it does go over to the other park. They will not let you onto the ride without it. I think they meant 15-minute walk, not 15-minute wait. And welcome to Island of Adventure. Or more specifically, or is it Island of Adventures? I'm not sure. But more specifically, welcome to Hogsmeade. Are you in the bathroom? Honey Myrtle laughed at me.
She's in your bathroom too?
Yeah. I always gotta say hi to my little snowman friend here in Hogsmeade. But buddy, bad news. Right now you're in the shade, but that sun is inching closer and closer to you. Here we go, Forbidden Journey. 15-minute wait, but I think there's a single rider option. That's what I'm going to do. I thought the Gringotts locker situation was bad. I was wrong, dude. This one is worse because they're right there at the entrance. It's right next to the ride entrance, so it's just like a mass of people. But anyway, look at this single rider line. Nobody's here. Forbidden Journey done. And I've said it before, but if you're even slightly prone to motion sickness, don't ride it. Up next, Flight of the Hippogriff. 15-minute wait. Hey, Hagrid's Hut. As far as Flight of the Hippogriff, I think we're going to get another really awesome Hagrid's Hut here pretty soon in the new Harry Potter ride. Okay, Flight of the Hippogriff done. Lindsay says she doesn't like riding roller coasters with me because I squish her. Yeah, all the Harry Potter rides have been checked off. Now we're heading over to the Jurassic Park area. Jurassic Park, here we come. It's the only water ride I'm going to ride to, because this one doesn't get you too wet. I'm ashamed to admit that I've actually never noticed the, I don't know what that thing is. Is it the Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park 3? I have never noticed it in the park before. Well, kind of bad news. Our ride challenge is going to be slightly skewed because the Jurassic Park River Ride is down for maintenance for 3 more weeks. So what we're going to try to do is ride the Pterodon riders, Pterodon flyers, I'm sorry. But I don't know if we're going to be able to do that either, because I thought you could only ride it if you were accompanying a child. Well, and there's the verdict. Not allowed. We're not even going to ask. The sign is pretty clear. Well, Wizzy, if you look over there, though, there is a slide. Do you want to do that as part of the ride challenge?
Am I allowed on the slide?
I don't know. You want to go find out? We're gonna do single rider on this little slide. You first, dear.
Okay.
I'm not gonna film. I don't think there's filming allowed inside the slide. Well, maybe I can sneak it. There you go. Slide POV. Woo! Ow! Oh, jeez. Bad idea. Why did I let you talk me into this? Oh, good lord.
I think this slide made me ill.
What's that?
My butt hurts.
I think the slide broke my ankles. Kind of lost now in Camp Jurassic, but this seems like a good idea. We'll go this way. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, no, you weren't wrong. There is little spray thingies here. Well, I got a little wet. It's almost like I was on the river ride. All right, that's enough. Oh, there's cannons up there too. I need to get out of this area before it becomes a bloodbath. I don't want to get wet. Still lost though. I really did think, I was really actually hoping that was the way out. Where in the world am I? I don't know if it's one way in, one way out, or whatever, but we did find the way we came in. So onward, I think to Kong. Well, dear. Well, dear, so far this has just been Jurassic No Ride for us. Hopefully we have better luck with Reign of Kong, Skull Island. Oh no, 15-minute wait, and I don't know that there even is a single rider for Kong. Well, thank goodness, there is definitely a single rider. I know I'm utilizing single rider a lot today, but I think that's what's gonna have to happen to get everything done. Kong complete. 30-minute wait for single rider. I mean, that's a 20-minute, shave 20 minutes off. 50-minute regular wait, 30 minutes single rider wait. Onward to, I think, the Marvel area, right?
I think so.
Because I think there's only water rides there in the tune. Yeah, but we're going to check out the wait times anyway, just to give you an idea how long you'd have to wait on a day like today. This is Dudley Do-Right's Grip Softballs, and I'm about to show you why I'm not going to ride it. Oh! Here's another example. You can see him coming out this way, absolutely drenched. I don't think the ride's over either. Now, I've seen the ride. It looks super fun, so if you don't mind getting wet, I'd suggest it because it does have a real long, cool track. There you go. Soaking wet. Not me, not today. Well, if I was feeling froggy, 5-minute wait. Pretty much walk on, but I'm not. Someday. Woo! It looks fun. This is what would happen if I got all wet. I'd be stinky. And if we wanted to ride bilge barges, 5 minutes. Let's see if we can get a look at it though, just to kind of give you an idea what the ride does. So there you go. You can see what style ride it is. It does look like in the center it's got a little spot for you to keep all your whatever you've got, and it'll keep it dry. I think normally that thing drenches water on them when they go under it, the little boat there.
So?
Yeah. So this area may not show you all the waterfalls, but I think it gives you a better idea of how quickly the ride kind of can move around, you know, through the rapid style ride. Look at that. I bet it's a lot of fun. Next time I'm here and it's warm, I promise I'll ride this and the other one. All right, walking into the Marvel area, there's 4 rides over here we need to do. We need to do Dr. Doom, Spider-Man, Stormforge, and the Incredible Hulk. So Lindsay will do 3 of those. She won't do Stormforge because it spins. What are we gonna do first? Probably Spider-Man, I think. 45-minute wait for The Amazing Spider-Man. Turns out I am gonna ride this one by myself. Lindsay says this one at times bothers her and she doesn't want to risk it. Well, I was able to get through Spider-Man fairly quickly, and as you can see, Lindsay and I are now in line for Dr. Doom. It said a 35-minute wait. Unfortunately, Dr. Doom broke down, so we didn't get to ride it, and we had to clear out. Hopefully it'll get back up and running. We'll get to do it today, but I don't know. That one is, kind of beyond our control.
Jared's popping on to Storm Force real fast. Without me, because that ain't happening. How about that? He gets to go in the car right by me. What are the odds? Haha. People are already spinning.
45-minute wait for Hulk, but we got to get it done. All right, the Incredible Hulk is complete. It was not, I don't think it was 45 minutes. I think we got lucky there. So what to do next? We only have Seuss Landing left over here. It's Puss in Boots and his other cat companion. I don't know what they're doing over here at Island of Adventure. Welcome to Seuss Landing. This is what we decided to do. We're over here. Let's get it over with. Oh man, there's a carousel too I forgot about. So I think there's 4 rides over here we're gonna knock out. I love Seuss Landing. One of these days I may do just a video on all about Seuss Landing because it's so cool. First up at Seuss Landing, Cat in the Hat. 5-minute wait. Well, Cat in the Hat is in the bag. And I love that ride. It's such a cute little fun ride. On to 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish.
I'm gonna get you wet.
Are you? Do you think you can ride it? It goes in a circle.
Never mind.
No, looks like I'm riding single rider.
Why the frowny face?
Busy. I got wet on 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. Them fish spit all over me. I'm gonna go drive on the carousel now.
Okay.
I gotta find the entrance though.
Here it goes. I just gotta figure out what crazy creature he's riding. They all looking pretty wild in there. Oh, there he is. I don't even know what that's called.
And we have come to the last ride of Island of Adventure. 10-minute wait. Lindsay's never been on this one. She's excited. How excited are you?
I'm really excited.
Really excited? Really, really excited?
Yes, I don't even think I've read the story of the Sneetches.
Huh.
I was trying to read it, but the line isn't long enough.
What's the matter with
Not
you?
complaining.
Well, we have to say bye to Seuss Landing for today. Head back over to Universal. We're done with Island of Adventure, but we will be back to Seuss Landing in particular at some point because we want to do a video just on this place. It's just really fun. There's lots of cool little neat things to see and do. And for anybody saying like, but what about Poseidon's Adventure or whatever that goofy walkthrough is? I don't consider it a ride, and I gotta be honest, I don't really like it, so we're not doing it. Oh, look at that! You can actually see him out working on Hagrid's hut today. It always seems worse going from Universal to Island of Adventure. Glad I'm not waiting in that. Alright, back on the Universal side, and we got kind of lucky because according to the app now, Gringotts is closed, the Incredible Hulk closed, oh, what else closed? Dr. Doom finally opened back up, but it's an 80-minute wait. There was another one closed, I don't remember what it was.
Oh, Jurassic Park.
Well, that's been closed. Ooh, man, this is stressful, but we're continuing on. Next up is the Simpson ride, 20-minute wait.
Slices of pizza with footprints on them.
Oh, you'll be all right.
Disgusting. Okay. Sorry.
Be all
No,
right.
leave them here so I can properly dispose of them. Right. Sure you will.
Wizzy says she does not recommend the Simpson ride after eating. I liked it. It was fun. It was not a 20-minute wait either.
I had to close my eyes.
Really?
Most of the time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That didn't really help though.
So back to Men in Black.
Yeah.
I assure you, I just got off Men in Black and came right up to the front of the park because I was trying to do the annual pass holders lounge, but I missed it by minutes. So now I think I'm gonna get on Minion Mayhem only if there's a single rider option because Lindsay can't ride it. And I don't want to leave her for 35 minutes. Well, there is no single rider on Minion Mayhem, so I'm kind of just looking at this, figuring out what to ride next. Rip Rocket, Fast and the Furious, and maybe Jimmy Fallon. That looked like it had 0 weight. Okay, next up, Jimmy Fallon. So apparently Jimmy Fallon is a virtual line, so they made us go over and get a virtual ticket, and it tells you when to come back to ride your ride. The ticket it gave us says we have to come back in 2 minutes, so I'm not really sure what that's all about. So I'm going to stand here for, I guess, well, about 1 minute and 45 seconds now, and then I get to go on the ride.
We just got done doing Race Through New York with Jimmy Fallon. The strangest queue line ever. It was cool. I liked it. My husband got hugged by a panda. Amanda. That was pretty fun. I had to sit out. Jared's riding the mummy right now. Because Jimmy Fallon made me ill. Thanks, Jimmy Fallon. I'm not sorry, though. That was a good ride. But we didn't know it was in 3D. Tummy couldn't handle it. So Jared's going into the Fast and the Furious Supercharged ride. After we had to wait for the parade that separated the street. I liked it. I like parades. I forgot to mention that the wait time for this is 15 minutes. It was 3D, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, what? Was it neat?
Was it 3D?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
It was, but you know what it was like? It was a lot like Reign of Kong. Like it was the same ride style vehicles and the same kind of like you go through sets and it's got the screens going on. I thought the sets were cool and the queue was cool, but the story's absurd. And the ride like ends suddenly. I don't know. I thought I was paying attention. It just ends really weird. I don't know. I was like, that's it. We're done. You know what I mean? It was doing like a little car chase and then he like fell in a hole. I don't know what happened. I don't know how to describe the end of it, but it's definitely probably my least favorite ride here, I gotta say. But I think it could be better, you know what I mean? And they wouldn't have to do much, but maybe change the story or the way some of the scenes are filmed. I don't know. It's just that one's not. That one's low on my list. I probably will never ride it again, to be honest, unless I have to.
Oh, okay. Well, I enjoyed oogling the cars out here.
Yeah, they got a lot of cool cars in there. I guess it's worth going on just for that, to see the sets inside in the queue line.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just meant like the ride story is like just, I don't know. I'm like, all right.
Okay.
It'd be better if you were chasing like an Allspark or something. Well, I just finished Transformers, so that's another one done. But it's getting dark and it's getting late. It's not looking good for getting them all in. Well, Lindsay and I are going to do something we've never done here. The Universal Orlando Horror Makeup Show. I'm really excited. I've always wanted to do it, and I never have, and I'm going to take the opportunity to do it right now. I don't know if you can film in there. If you can, I'll get some footage. If not, I'll tell you what I thought of it when it's over. Well, this is cool. Inside the lobby, they got all kinds of little displays that we can look at while we're waiting for the show. What is that? Is that trying to say that that's how thick this dude's appliance was? That's exactly what it's saying. Wow. Is that the Phantom of the Opera deer, or is it somebody else?
No, I don't know who it is.
You sure? I don't know who it is. Yeah, no, it's the Phantom of the Opera, according to this. The show's almost ready to start, so I'm going to kind of go through this pretty quickly. Ooh, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Oh, look at it's Norman Bates' mother. Yeah, Norman Bates. I think did they used to have the Hitchcock house here, or the Bates Motel here? I know they have it over in Hollywood. There's a couple of my favorites, Chucky. And then my absolute favorite, Michael Myers and his knife. And a Velociraptor. Oh man, and a couple Horror Night icons, Jack the Clown and the Caretaker. Oh, man, I wish they had them all in here. And they also got some photos of some of the Horror Night scare zones and houses. Old ones, you know. There you go, there's a picture of the director, the Caretaker, Jack the Clown, and, storyteller? What's her name? I think it's the storyteller. Well, we just got done with the monster makeup show, and it wasn't what I thought it was. I thought it was going to be like makeup demonstrations, and it wasn't. But it was really cool. It was funny. It was just sort of like an improv comedy show. I mean, they showed some clips and talked about some of the old like makeup artists and whatever. But overall, it was more of a comedy show. But it was really funny. I liked it. What do you think?
It was really funny.
But it's definitely not a makeup demonstration. They don't show it in makeup like I thought.
No,
even though the stage looks like that's what they're gonna do, it's not. But it's worth checking out. It was fun. I had a lot of fun in there.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So anyway, we found a little section with Horror Night stuff. Like some of the stuff that they've used for Horror Nights. Ooh, it's the mermaid. This is cool, but this is Chance. And you can buy her too. Chance is $3,000. This is awesome. I've never. And then you get the Stranger Things stuff. There you go. You can buy the seasonal surf and waffles prop for $100. These are just signs they had out during Horror Nights. If you want them, you can buy them. Oh, this was from Toon Lagoon, way back when they were doing Horror Nights over there. This is awesome in here. I think this stuff, they put different stuff in here all the time. Some more big Horror Night prints back there. Ooh, what's this dress from?
Adult mannequins.
$100.
Multiple locations, Universal Orlando.
This is this dress?
Oh, yes.
So this, you heard her, has been seen in multiple locations. You guys remember these? Oh, what were these? I think these marked the interactive areas. If you bought that interactive lanyard from last year. So Williams of Hollywood was fun. I wanted to stand there and film more, but it was pretty tight. It was pretty tight quarters, and there was actually quite a few people coming in. And I didn't want to accidentally, because I was already people were already kind of bumping into me and stuff, so I wanted to get out of there, make sure I didn't break anything expensive that I was going to have to buy. But I was kind of caught off guard. I didn't know they were going to have all that Horror Night stuff in there.
I didn't either. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I liked the artwork.
Yeah, well, and I guess the merchandise changes over. So if you go in there the next time,
it'll be different.
Yeah, it'll be different.
Really cool.
Well, we tried. It didn't work. We weren't able to do all the rides. And today it's not even really that busy. I wouldn't even say it's moderately busy. It was just too hard. I mean, some of the rides like Rip Rocket got up to an hour, Forbidden Journey got up to an hour, which I'd already done that one, but Minion Mayhem has been 35-40 minutes all day, and E.T. is a 25 to 30, which is, a ride sometimes we just walk on. So we missed, let's see, what did we miss? I missed E.T., Woody Woodpecker, Kato's Hurl and Throw or whatever it is, and the Rip Rocket. I think we weren't able to get it. I think we got everything else.
We didn't do Dr. Doom either.
Yeah, Dr. Doom. Yeah, we never made it back over there. So that's 5 rides. So I would say, maybe if it was a really, really not busy day, you could get them all done. And I did single rider on quite a few of them because Lindsay couldn't ride the rides. We also did our 3 meals. So some dude's over there being a goofball. So I don't know. If you only had one day and you needed to see everything and do, shows and shops, you might want to get the Express Pass after all. Like I said, we could have done one or the other for sure, but I would not suggest trying to do park to park and get everything in. You might do it, but you're doing just rides and you're doing it just barely, and it's probably a really dead day in the park. Or maybe, or it's during the summer when they're open till 10. They're not open very late today. That's the other kind of hindering factor is the hours. They're closing a little early. That's why we got to get out of here. But, hopefully that helps you out. Kind of gives you an idea how much you can get done in a day and a less than moderately busy day. Somewhere between moderate and low busyness, I would say today was. But, hey, thanks for watching.